Hello everybody, this is Timespinner, I'm Ryushikaze, he's blasting us, and these schmucks are the best thing in the game.
That's what we said, and I stand by it.
Yep.
Yeah, we need so many more jewels.
Yeah. After a while I do go back and just buy them all, because I just sort of run into a lot of money. Yeah, the ice orb as it stands is fairly meh, but the ice orb secondary stuff is actually pretty fun. So I did like that they had an orb like that.
So this is all leading up to the good ending, right?
Yes. Because there's basically, I'm going to spoil this, there are 4 endings in this game. There's 2 mediocre endings, a good ending, and a best ending.
I see. And, is this kind of like Symphony of the Night, where there's a boss that you can kill in order to get a bad ending, but if you do the right things, you can go further and kill the proper boss?
Basically, yeah.
So we're trying to get Cheveur Breast, right?
Yes. Trying to get, I think, a couple of them to turn in. Because we just got one, but, and at this point I'm thinking, wait, no, there's a better place where we can just smack into them willy-nilly. And it actually gets us some good, drops as well. But I do still leave out most of my grind here.
And thank goodness for that.
Oh yeah. It was about maybe 5 minutes of just going back and forth. Yeah, basically, except for a couple of bits that I cut in later, literally all the rest of the episodes were in a 3-hour or so recording session.
So you just kind of did everything in one big chunk?
Yeah, I got on a roll and just kept lined and going.
And I can't blame you for that. Like, this game does keep you on the move.
Oh yeah, no, it's actually, it's very fun to run around in. Like, for as, you know, streamlined and very simple as its plot is, like, the actual gameplay is very tight. And like all of our complaints have literally been I wish there was more, like a little more complexity, a little more plot, but actually what we've gotten has been very, very well refined. So I'm gonna give it props on that.
I mean, I would actually give these people money for a sequel.
Yeah. So yeah, we just got the Dragoon helmet, which is one of the better helmets in the game. Not the best. It does. You can't get that until the final moments, but it's still pretty good.
Does New Game Plus let you bring your armor forward with you?
Yes, it does. Lets you get all of your orbs, their accumulated levels, your accumulated level. And the dash button and all your familiars.
Sounds pretty complete, really.
Yeah, it doesn't give you all of the key items or your the quest completion items, but it does give you the core items. So,
are there any higher tiers of difficulty in this game?
yes, there's hardcore and hardcore level 1. Hardcore just increases the difficulty. Hardcore level 1 sets your maximum level to 1, and you cannot gain experience.
Well, that certainly sounds like a thing.
Oh yeah, no, it's there's a similar version in Order of Ecclesia, where you have hard modes that just do not let you get XP, and those are some of the funnest in the game.
Also, hooray for Esham being back on his feet,
Yes.
so to speak.
I mean, he's getting better. He's still in bed, but he has hair now. But no, he is literally back in walking shape, so. We just have to make sure that he stays alive. By the way, the little projectiles that I'm firing here, those are the secondary effect of the ice orb. The icicle ring.
Yeah, I saw that when you were browsing the rings. Does having a projectile attack make the game a bit what's the word? It seems like
Trivial?
it seems like a lot of enemies they do expect you to be in melee range in order to fight them.
Yeah, the damage of the the little icicles is nice, but it's not enough to keep you completely out of melee. It's great to have when you are approaching because it's extra damage, but you always want to make it into melee because the melee is going to do about twice as much a hit. And it's going to give you the Ice Rider anyways. That was one of the simplest side quests that we take care of in this game.
And of course they don't need any escorting back home, they'll be perfectly fine.
Of course!
Kind of a shame that his portrait in the quest journal doesn't get updated.
Yeah, it is. I wonder why they didn't do that. I mean, it wouldn't, I think, be a hard update to make. It's probably just an oversight. Yes, this side quest is... Haristel is sort of the devil you know regarding Villette, and can't really bring herself to admit that, yep, they're fascist.
Heights are a little bit weird in this game. Like, are all the Villette people this tall?
No, I think it's just her that's a frickin' mountain, because Ramita and all of them are...
I mean, you do have the giantess enemies in the castle, like, maybe she's one of them.
Yeah. Maybe there's a specific breeding initiative to create giants.
We should look up on that.
Yeah. If there's anything in the game or in the background materials.
I mean, you are on the Kickstarter page. Maybe you just ping the creators, hey, why is Haristel so tall?
Yeah. It would be worth checking out. I left this in because this is me just going on a wild goose chase for a moment, thinking, wait, where did I see that little information? Was it in this room? No.
And you decided to leave this in?
I think I forgot about it. It's also not very long, because I think basically immediately after this I realized, oh no wait, I was thinking of this area, and head directly there.
Okay, so now it's back to the creepy lab.
Yes.
Did you figure out about that A gate yet?
No, I have not remembered the A gate. It takes me a little bit to remember it exists. Because I get convinced for a while in my head that the third piece of the Timespinner is somewhere in the tower. And then I, like, get to where I thought it probably is after, you know, a little bit. And then I'm like, okay, where the hell haven't I been? Look at the map and then go, oh god damn it, I forgot about... I'm an idiot. Alright, yeah, so...
That gives us something to look forward to.
Yep. Especially because I know the chat has mentioned the attempting to do the platforming in the tower with the time freeze. Yeah, I had to do that too. Meet the gun orb. It is an orb that is gun.
Because, you know, just using a gun would be too mundane.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that actually looks kind of weird.
Yeah, no, it does. And it's got a really weird hitbox, too. It doesn't deal damage until after that, the muzzle of the gun itself. So if you're too close to something, it won't take damage.
Wow, a guy named Volteralus turns out to be a bad guy.
I mean, you'd think he'd be the nicest guy ever. What with Terra in his name? He'd be a down-to-earth guy. Yeah, no, it's... Like I said, this game is super not subtle.
No kidding.
And it's not even pretending to be, so...
In order to achieve peace, we must kill everyone.
Yeah, the only way for us to achieve peace is through war. With ourselves! Sort of reminds me of the Parks and Rec quote. Tonight, someone will die. Of fun!
I've actually never seen Parks and Recreation.
That's good. The first season is definitely still finding its feet, but after that, it definitely picks up. When they start sort of learning who all of their characters are. Parks and Rec is one of those partly improvised shows that were popular for a while. So, everyone was allowed to sort of develop beyond their framework, and it really helped, especially with Chris Pratt's character Andy.
Yeah, I guess Chris Pratt having an opportunity to not play Chris Pratt would be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind Guardians of the Galaxy, but it is basically just Chris Pratt being Chris Pratt.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, Tony Stark is RDJ being RDJ, so.
Also, hi, this guy is... Actually, his moves are very similar to Princess Alana's, like that.
Yeah.
In particular, that like boomerang toss there.
Yeah, his boomerang orb is the most similar, but he definitely, despite having very similar initial attacks, this light wall thing is definitely.
And maybe he wants a shiny rock. He does
yeah,
not.
my thought here is literally, I might as well.
Nobody wants your shiny rock.
No. Eventually I do figure out what wants my shiny rock, but it's kind of an utterly ridiculous.
You combine the gun orb with the ice ring in order to have a gun that shoots ice crystals.
Yes. This light orb is interesting in that it's an AoE burst around you. It's not the fastest, but it deals pretty good damage.
I would imagine, since it's so close ranged.
Yeah.
I wonder if it goes around those shield guys.
It might. I know it does still activate their shields when it hits, but that's fairly expected. Oop. Knocked my mic. Seeing a Lakiemi town would have been nifty as well, thinking about it. Oh wait, I've already found one.
If only I had a food synthesizer.
Yeah. Like the one I'm holding, but where could I find something just like this in my hand? I like how the quest is meat box.
Oh, that was a nice payout for that.
Yeah.
So, where does that leave us in terms of quest progress?
There's only one quest left to do, and here it is. Also, at the last moment, a love story.
I mean, that's what this entire game has been about, really.
Yeah.
Just been uncovering a whole bunch of love stories.
Yeah.
A galaxy stone?
Where am I gonna... Oh, wait, here.
Yeah, sorry, we've done this joke before.
Yeah. And here's your reward for getting... Well, part of your reward for completing all the side quests. A cute little scene with all your buddies. So, yeah. Turns out Haristel is asexual. But still wants to be in a relationship with Rom, and Rom is bi and poly and has urges. Like, this is all interesting information, but it just sort of feels like weird to let us know it at the very end like this.
Yeah, it kind of feels like, okay, we've covered this and this and this. What boxes haven't we checked off yet?
Yeah. Like, it's one of those, your heart's in the right place, but did you really think this through? The magic meat machine. This is where I found you, half drowned and nearly dead. Yep, so that was our reward. We get improved orb experience and a Night of Passion.
And I'm sure that will come in useful, like, right up near the end of the game.
Oh yeah, especially the Night of Passion.